All right, where to start for this week? What's up, guys? Welcome back. I said I was going to be doing one of these every week, and the goal is to still get one of these filmed and uploaded every week. As of right now, it is July 22nd. It is a Friday. I may start doing these on Saturday just because that's when I'm going to be doing kind of like my weekly recap. But I just wanted to get on here and kind of talk about what's going on with me, what's up with me. I honestly felt a lot better after I did this last time and got like stuff out there and just talked about what was going on with me. Yeah, so I kind of just want to do that again. It's been over a week since that last one. Like I said, I think I did the last one on like a Tuesday or Wednesday. I don't remember. But I'd like to start doing these on like Fridays or Saturdays. We'll do it Friday this week and then probably Saturday next week. Yeah, I got some stuff I want to talk about it, so let's jump right into it and see how we're doing. So last week I wasn't feeling great. We'll just say that. I had just recently had some disappointing news about, some relationship stuff that I talked about. It's not, again, I'm not mad or upset at this person at all. We are friends now. I decided to do what I said I probably wasn't going to do last time. Last time I was just kind of in the mood where I thought the best thing to do would be for us to not be friends. But I just kind of sat down and thought about it a lot. And I think being friends is what I actually want. Is it what's best? I don't know. It feels pretty good right now. I'm not going to lie. It feels nice to still be able to talk to this person. Still have interesting conversations. Yeah, it just feels good to have a good friend. We still talk pretty much every day. At least text, not like, talk on the phone. I don't know if anybody talks on the phone every day. Maybe you guys do. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. We still text basically every day. We send each other like TikToks and memes and stuff like that. And it feels like really nothing has changed other than it feels like we've just both kind of pulled back a little bit. And are trying to just see each other more as friends, which is fine for now. It might cause problems in the future, but, I just kind of told myself, do I want to be friends with this person? Do I want this person in my life? Or would I rather just have them be gone and not be in my life anymore? And I just came to the realization that I care about this person. I want her in my life. And so if friends is the only way that can happen, then, that's just what we'll do. So that's what we're doing right now. All right, moving past that. It's okay. I'm not sad. I'm not upset. I'm getting more used to it. And I actually felt really good like the past couple days, just with no pressure, no anything, just talking, having fun. Yeah. So that situation is much better than it was last week. The next thing I want to talk about is habits. So I am not the best at being disciplined. I'm not the best at building positive habits. I'm not the best at sticking to things. I am not the best at following through. I'm good at starting things or coming up with ideas and doing that type of stuff, but I'm not the best at actually executing and following through and sticking with stuff. So what I decided is what I need to do is have some discipline and build some healthy habits in my life and build some positive habits that can help me, be better mentally, be better physically, be healthier, have a better mental state, and just overall try to become a better person. That's kind of the goal. So the habits. So what I did is I got a bullet journal. There's this guy that I watch. His name is Nathaniel Drew. I'll try to link his channel in description. I'll put that in my notes. Link Nathaniel Drew in comments. And maybe I'll probably try to link to the specific video, link to bullet journal. And I've tried to do journaling in the past, but I think I made it way too complicated and way too difficult. And so it just kind of felt like a chore, and I didn't like doing it, and so I gave up on it. So what I did is I followed this guy's method and tried to make it as simple as possible to where it didn't feel like a chore or a pain in the butt to do. It takes me like 5 or 10 minutes every day, which is not a lot of time to actually like track habits and kind of see what I'm doing. So what I do is I put every day of the week, and if you watch the video that I'll link, it'll explain it. I put every day of the month down one side of the page, and then across the top I put habits that I'm trying to work on. And the habits that I'm trying to work on right now are meditation, I feel like when I meditate, it clears my head. I feel better. I don't worry as much. I'm more relaxed. I'm less on edge. I'm less anxious, all that good stuff. I feel a lot better after I actually meditate. And I think it kind of helps me have a better day, and it helps me finish my day on a good note as well. Now, I said last time I was going to try to meditate 3 times a day. I think I've only meditated 3 times a day once or twice, but I have at least meditated every day. And I think most days, I haven't been tracking this specifically, the 3 times thing. I've just been tracking whether I meditated or not that day. I think I've meditated twice a day, almost every day. Maybe minus 1 or 2, which is good. And I definitely feel better. I should have started the video off like this. I am in a better place than I was a week ago. I feel better than I was a week ago. I feel like I have a better mental state. I feel happier. I'm still kind of bored, and that comes with, you know, not having work to do. My only work is like have been this YouTube stuff basically. I'll probably start rolling around and start thinking about school stuff at the beginning of August. So I've still got kind of another week to not think about that. But yeah, I've just been bored. And when you're bored, you have a lot of time to think. And when you have a lot of time to think, you have a lot of time to be anxious. And so this has been my way of trying to chill and work on my overthinking and anxiety and worrying and all that stuff. And I think it's been helpful. Meditation's definitely been helpful for that. The other habit I mentioned was reading. I don't know if I mentioned all of them, but walking is another one. I'm trying to walk. And I don't think walking every day is going to work for me, at least until I've got like a blister on my foot right now that has been there for, this might be the 2nd week now, because I keep walking on it, and I feel like I need to take like a week or 2 off for it to go away, but I really don't want to do that. I want to keep walking because I enjoy it, and I feel better when I do it, and I sleep better when I do it, and yeah, blah, 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 so on and so forth. When it cools off, I'll probably start walking in the morning instead of before bed, and then it'll be even better. But yeah, walking has been really good for me. I've done at least 2 miles every day this week. I think I did 2 miles. Let's see. Monday I did 2 miles. Tuesday I did 2 miles. Wednesday. No, it wasn't. It was 2 miles Monday, 3 miles Tuesday. Wednesday I didn't walk. I took a day off. And then yesterday I did 4 miles and a quarter. So I can do 4 miles. 4 miles is not hard for me to do. The first 2 miles are the hardest. The second 2 miles are easier. I feel a lot better. The music paused, and that's really annoying. So I'm going to skip forward, and hopefully we get music again at some point. Okay, there we go. But I think if I could get to 5 days a week where I could walk without my feet killing me or my legs killing me or anything like that, I think that would be good. If I could do 4 miles every day or 5 days a week, I think that would be good. That's kind of the goal for now. And I would like to do 2 miles in the morning and 2 miles in the evening. That way I break it up. I don't do as much at one time. Hopefully that helps with like the leg pain and the feet pain thing. But like I said, it's a lot easier for me to do the second 2 miles than it is the first 2 miles. So I don't know. We'll see. Reading. I've been reading a book called How to Stop Worrying and Start Living. How Stop Worrying. It's by Dale Carnegie. It's kind of an old book. I think Dale Carnegie is the same guy who did like the How to Win Friends and Influence People. How to Win Friends. Yeah. It's the same person, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Dale Carnegie, it is. It's a really good book. It's got a lot of really good advice about not worrying and letting little things go and focusing on what's important and not trying to overthink or care and really just not caring about the things you can't control or have anything to do with. It's a really good book. I would highly recommend it. I'll link it in the description below as well. Link to book. I'll just put that. The big things I've pulled from it so far are, if you have a problem or you think something is a problem, write it down and actually think about what the problem actually is and write out what the actual problem is. And then decide whether you can do something about it or not, basically, if it's out of your control or not. And if it's out of your control, just don't worry about it. Let it go. If it is something that you have the power to control, okay, then what's the solution? Well, write down all the possible solutions, and then which solution would you recommend? Which solution do you think is best, basically, is kind of the last step in that. And then just go with that decision, make that choice, do that, and then don't think about the other possible choices or what could have happened. Just try your best to implement that choice and make it work to the best of your ability. Do something. Don't sit there and like in analysis paralysis and overthink if whether what you're doing is the right thing or not. Pick what you think is the best with the information that you have. So gather the facts, write down the problem, decide whether it's something you can do something about or not. If you can do something about it, then write down all the possible solutions and then pick the best possible solution with the information that you have. And that's actually helping me a lot as far as making decisions. And the main thing it's really helped me with is to help me stop worrying about things I can't control. Obviously, I still do it. It's still a problem that I have. But I think I'm getting better. I'm better than I was a week ago. That's all I can say. Yeah, so reading has been good. That book is good. I would definitely recommend it. I think I'm going to just read it through and do a general read through first. And then I think I'll go back through and write down stuff in my journal that I need to remember and keep track of. And to keep on my mind constantly, like the steps he has and the methods he used and the different solutions he has and the different like quotes and phrases and things that help you remember to stop worrying about stuff. One of the other habits I want to do is working on something for YouTube daily. So like recording a video or editing or uploading or doing something, making thumbnails, anything, something YouTube related, even if it's just sitting down and recording one video. I want to try to do that daily. That is the habit that I've struggled the most with, because usually I just do YouTube stuff when I feel like it, or when I have an idea, or when I feel creative, or when I feel focused. And I haven't felt that focus this week. I haven't felt like working that much this week, so I've only done that 2 times this week. I guess this will be the 3rd day I've done that this week. So 3 out of 7, not great, but that's kind of the point of the weekly review, is when you've actually recorded your habits for a week, you go back over and look at it and you think about why you had so much trouble with certain ones. But yeah, meditation, walking, reading, YouTube. Oh, and listening to music. That's the other one. I feel better when I listen to music, at least for like, I would say, I don't know if an hour, just at some point during the day, if I can listen to music long enough for my brain to just turn off and chill and not have to worry about anything, I feel better throughout my day. I've noticed that music has a really, really big positive influence on my life, and I want to make sure to make that a daily habit so that I can feel better. Boy, this playlist sucks, man. I'm going to actually just go find a playlist and shuffle play it, because this 8-hour thing has like a minute between each song. It's ridiculous. So we're just going to find a playlist and shuffle it. So those are the habits I've been working on. I think all of them I've done every day minus maybe a day or 2, which is pretty good for me. There's been times in the past where I've gone weeks or 2 weeks without doing anything that was good for me or that felt like it was productive or whatever. So I think that's an improvement. It's definitely better than I was a week ago. The week and a half before that kind of relationship stuff happened, before I recorded that last video, it's probably the worst I felt all summer. I wasn't like taking my multivitamin and my probiotic like I should have. I hadn't walked in a while. I hadn't been reading. I hadn't been meditating. I hadn't really even been working on that much YouTube stuff. I just kind of felt really crappy for like a week and a half because I had been lazy and I hadn't done the things that improve my mental state. And when my mental state sucks, I don't feel like doing anything. I just want to stay in bed and watch YouTube all day, that's kind of my comfort thing to do, or to sit and like turn my brain off and play like League of Legends all day, which obviously isn't good either. But yeah, I'm doing better than I was a week ago for sure. I would highly recommend, if you guys are struggling with anxiety or worrying or mental stuff or just any mental stuff at all, try meditating. All I do is I Google guided meditation for a specific thing, whatever it is, worrying before sleep, morning energy to wake up, midday reset. I just like put that on the end of guided meditation, and they're like anywhere from 5 minutes to like 25 minutes, however long you feel like you want to do it. Sometimes 5 minutes is usually never good enough for me. 10 minutes is kind of like the minimum for me to actually get something out of it and to clear my head. And then sometimes I need longer. Sometimes I need like 15 or 20 minutes. I don't very often because then I tend to like get tired and sleepy, or I end up like thinking and I like stop meditating by the end. So I try to just do like a solid 10-15 minutes to just shut my brain off, focus on my breathing, and think positive thoughts for a little bit, and it helps a lot. I think if I could get myself into convincing myself to do it every time something negative happens or something bad happens, or when I have worries or thoughts and stuff like that, I think I'd feel a lot better. So I'd really say meditate. I'd say walking is good, but I don't think going out and just walking for like 15 minutes, I know like that can help, but I think you should do it for at least half an hour. Like listen to a video, listen to music, whatever it is that can help you just zone out and enjoy your walk and not think about anything and not stress. I would do that. It's definitely been good for me. I've enjoyed that a lot. My only problem is my feet and my legs hurt, and I've got this giant blister on my foot. If it wasn't for those things, I would be there. I'd have no problems walking. Honestly, if this blister would just go away. So if anybody has any tips for, you know, getting rid of blisters on your feet, that'd be great. I don't really know what to do about it right now. I might just have to get thicker socks that have like more padding on the feet. That might help. I don't know. We'll see. Just have to start trying some stuff, I guess. Reading. I also started reading Overlord, the not the comic book, the light novel, I think is what they call them. I literally just started it the other day, so I have no idea how good it's gonna be, but it seems interesting. It seems kind of like a Sword Art Online vibe, which I really liked. Or like if you've heard of like the Epic trilogy, Epic, Saga, and Edda, those are really good. I really like that, like going into a video game world theme. I don't really know why, I just do. It's really interesting to me. So I hope it's gonna be good. I've only read like 10 pages so far, so I can't really give you much on that. Oh, another big, annoying, complicated thing that happened in my life. Not yesterday night, the night before, Wednesday night, my cousin, I come upstairs. I have a good long hour and a half conversation with my friend about like political stuff. And we disagree, but we still get along and have an amicable conversation. And it was a really good, fun, interesting conversation for me. I come upstairs, my grandma is sitting there, and my cousin, who has had a lot of problems in the past, is sitting on the couch. And I know exactly, and she's on the phone with my aunt, and I know exactly what is going to happen. I know that no one is letting this, he's 19, no one is letting this kid, in my opinion, he's still a kid, he's 19, have a place to stay. He hasn't eaten. My grandma had to feed him. He has no money. He has no nothing. He has a girlfriend that he's gotten pregnant, and she can't stay with him because obviously they don't have a place to stay. So she's went back to wherever to have a place to stay with the kid. Yeah. And he's basically run out of chances at this point with everybody. He's done drugs. He's had trouble keeping a job. He's stolen from people. He's been... to be fair, this kid had like no chance in life. His mom had him when she was still in high school. She's had a million different men. She has like 4 or 5 kids. I don't even know how many at this point. So it's like a kid that was born into a really crappy circumstance. And so he's had no chance except for like my grandma trying to help him. And people have tried to help him. He stayed with my grandma for a while when he was in high school. That didn't work out. He stole from her. And a big part of me wanted to just say, no, this isn't my problem. I don't have to deal with this. No. Leave. Figure it out. But he was sleeping in his car, had no food, had no money. And I honestly, just in my head, was like, that isn't the right thing to do. And as much as I don't want this to be my problem, I don't want to deal with it. Nobody else is going to help him. And I just felt defeated. And so I just said, okay, he's going to stay with us, isn't he? That's what I told my grandma. And she said, well, I don't know. And I said, well, it's your decision. But as long as he doesn't steal from me, and as long as he doesn't do drugs, and as long as he gets a job within a certain amount of time, I am okay with him staying here. And so that's where we're at. He's filled out a couple applications. He's got a job that he thinks he'll get. We'll see. I don't know. He has to pass a drug test and stuff, so we'll see. But we're basically going to try to give him a month and hope that he has a job and has enough stability at that point to get his own place. I can't deal with it forever, and he definitely still needs to get his own place because he has a girlfriend with a kid, and we are not having a girlfriend with a kid living here. He had a puppy for some reason. I don't know why, but he had someone that he could go take that puppy to, so I drove him out to go take that puppy to someone. And yeah, he's just staying with us, I guess, until he gets a job. This might be rude of me, and I don't care, but I am getting doorknobs that will lock from the outside so that I can lock downstairs where my stuff is and lock my room where my other stuff is so that he can't steal anything from me. Like I said, as long as he doesn't steal from me and as long as I don't get any like inclination that he's on drugs, I don't necessarily want him here, but I don't know what else to do because I couldn't just kick him out and let him live on the street. And my grandma said the same thing. She said, well, I don't want to deal with it either. I don't know why it has to be my problem, but it's the right thing to do to let him stay here, and I couldn't just let him sleep in his car when it's 100 degrees. And I said, okay. Yeah, so if anyone has any tips on how to get through to a 19-year-old, and I've had several conversations with them at this point about, this is bottom, please, you have to get it together. Like, this is probably your last chance. If you don't figure it out this time, you're probably not going to be alive within a couple years because you're probably going to end up on the street. You're probably going to end up on drugs, and you're probably going to die. And I was just honest with him and told him the truth. And I said, I don't trust you. You've stolen from us in the past. I know you have. I don't trust you to not steal from me now. Yeah. I've had that similar conversations to that with him several times now. And I'm just hoping, beyond hope, that he figures it out, gets it together. This is actually bottom, and he turns it around. Because it can go lower than this, but lower than this is like homeless and probably dying. So I hope that's not what happens. Yeah. So that sucks. Right as things were kind of getting better, that happened. So that's been a bit of a bummer the past couple days. But I'm mostly just trying to ignore that he's here and not deal with him. And then when I have to deal with him, I'm just trying to, I don't know. Just make him understand that life is worth living, but you can't just do nothing. You have to, like, the way the world works is we have to have money to survive. So you have to work to survive. So you have to find a job. I mean, that's just the way it is. Like, unless you want to die, the alternative is dying. And that ain't it. So yeah, enough on that topic. I don't really want to talk about it anymore. If anyone has any suggestions for how to help this kid, please let me know, because obviously I don't have everything together. I don't have it all figured out. I don't have the solutions. I don't have the answers, but I'm trying my best to help him as much as I can. The next thing is stuff I kind of want to start doing on this channel. You know, this is my third channel now. I've got the main one with Pokemon reactions. It's still doing well. I had a video that is probably going to hit 2K views before next week. So that's cool. It's like 1,700 or 1,800, something like that. And then I had another one with like it's got about a 10% CTR click-through rate. That's already at like 200 views. So that one, both of those were solid videos. It feels good that my last two videos did really well. That's really well for me. I don't know, you know, obviously comparing to some people's success, it's not, but that's really good for me. If something gets above 200 views, that's a good video for me. Yeah, my baseline is like 50. Like the minimum I get on stuff is like 50 lately. So if I get 200, that's pretty good. And if something hits like 1,000 or 2,000, that's a great video on my channel. That's like a top 10, top 15 video. If it hits 2,000 views, that's a top 10 video, maybe even top 5. So I'm pretty happy with the last two videos. I learned that my audience really likes watching me react to Alpharad content, so I'm gonna try to react to as much Alpharad Pokemon stuff as I can. As much as he puts out and as much as I feel like watching it, or if it's interesting to me. The Nuzlocke channel is still, you know, it's chugging along. It's not doing great, but I think I'm going to just have to change the type of content I do. I think I'm going to have to do like some guides or some tips or learn how to write scripts and do like play through a whole Nuzlocke and do a whole video on it instead of episodic kind of like Let's Play style videos. Right now, the focus that I'm trying to do, and I'm going to try to do this for this series and see how it goes, is still do the episodes, but edit out as much of the fluff as I can. And the goal is to keep them at 15 minutes, around there, you know, anywhere from like 10 to like below 20 minutes. I'm hoping to try to get around 15. And then I'm going to still do the Only Fights videos where it's just the important battles. And those are anywhere from like 3 to 10 minutes. Usually they're around 5 to 6-ish. And then I think what I'm also going to do is either have like hour-long VODs of the whole like playthrough session, or I'm just going to take the whole thing and put it into one like giant long video and see how that does, so that I have really short form content, which is the shorts, 5-minute, like bingeable content that you can watch a lot of videos in like a short amount of time. Then the episodes, which will basically cover all of the important stuff. So it's gonna be like that. It's gonna be like the best moments are the shorts. The 5 or 6 minutes are gonna be just the battle, and just only a battle, important battle. And then 15-minute ones are gonna be like a whole episode basically. So like a whole like thing happened, like catching encounters and a gym battle and maybe a few trainer battles. And then have the full VOD available for the people that for some reason want to binge like the long form content. That's what I think I'm going to do for the Nuzlocke stuff for a while. If that doesn't work, then I'm going to have to reevaluate the whole channel and figure something else out. My only idea right now is to maybe do some Nuzlocke tips or some team building tips or stuff like that, and actually like help people get better at Nuzlockes. That's it. That's all I have outside of that idea. So that might be what I transition to eventually if this doesn't work. So this channel, I don't know where I'm at. I'm still playing some Heroes of the Storm. I actually started a series where I'm going to try to split push and climb through ranked. I've only played one game, so I can't say that much. It was a good game. I think we should have won it, but we didn't. So it was a fun, good game, but it was like a half-hour game. It was a long game, so I haven't decided what I'm going to do with that footage yet, if I'm just going to release the full video, or if I'm going to make cuts, or what I'm going to do exactly with those. The 4 fun builds for Heroes of the Storm, I don't know if I'm enjoying that too much. I may keep trying to do one of those a week. I also did a League of Legends 4 fun build. I recorded it the other day, and that was pretty fun. I enjoyed that. So I don't know. I just don't feel like I'm actually enjoying Heroes of the Storm and League of Legends. I just feel like I don't know what else to play, and so I just default to those. So I may just default to those and maybe try to do like one of those videos a week. That way I'm not like burning myself out on it, and I'm not making that my only content, because I definitely don't want to do that. Yeah. So there's that. The other stuff I'm looking to do is these vlogs. I'm gonna do like a weekly update. I'm also gonna look to do some more reaction stuff on this channel, but to like general stuff, so like political stuff. Like I've got some ABBA and Preach videos I want to react to. I've got some Andrew Tate stuff I want to react to. Just like pop culture, social issues, politics, stuff like that I want to do. I've got some content I want to do with my friends, but they sound too busy, so I don't think that's gonna happen. If it does, that's great. I just know they're really, really busy. I would love to do like a Soul Link or a Cage Lock, or something like that. I think that would be fun, or a Versus, but I don't really have anyone that has time or that's interested enough to actually do it. The Warhammer 40k and Age of Sigmar stuff has kind of died out. No one seems to really be super interested in playing it. Obviously I can't play it by myself, and I'm still not in a place where I really want to play with randoms that bad. I may try that. I say that and I immediately cringe and don't want to do that. I'm not very good at trying to like meet strangers and do things with strangers and stuff like that. So we will see how that goes. If there's anybody out there who wants to play 40k or Age of Sigmar, feel free to join the Discord. The link for that should be below in the description. Because yeah, I think that would be a lot of fun. At least to play like once a week would be cool, or like once every couple weeks, or just every once in a while would be great. I have a friend that's interested, but he's really busy. Yeah, it just seems like everyone's really busy except for me right now. That's what a lot of my problem is. I don't technically have a job right now because it's summer and school hasn't started yet. So I'm kind of just hanging out and chilling. And everybody else is busy, so I get bored. But yeah, so if anyone wants to do that, that'd be great. What else? I think that's it. I think that's all I really got going on. I don't sound super high energy or super hyped right now, or like I'm like super happy right now, which I'm not. I'm just content. I'm also tired. I woke up at 6 a.m. today for the first time in, I don't know, a month maybe. I'm gonna try to at least wake up by 8 o'clock. That's the goal. to try and start reining my sleep schedule in and getting back to where I have a pretty normal sleep schedule again. Yeah. If anybody has any comments or suggestions on meditations or books, self-help stuff to read, please comment those down below. I'd appreciate those a lot. Yeah. Other than that, though, guys, it's good to just check in and talk to you. This has gone to 30 minutes now. I think that's good enough. I appreciate anybody who took the time to listen to this whole thing. You're awesome. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the other 2 channels, Curmudgeon Jones Nuzlocke and Curmudgeon Jones. Yeah. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.